with not leave a instruction on how I'm supposed to reboot these things if something goes wrong. No, Blossom, we're not gonna leave any books teaching you how to do anything of the sort besides basic knowledge that you have to learn in a dream even. I don't even want to start working on security cameras. Is that another hole? Okay. Fuck. Do I need to draw more blood today? No, I'll have some solidistically. It should be fine. Logistically. Logic doesn't really follow. I really should have gotten healing potions. Do I have healing potions? Yeah. Didn't work. I really shouldn't be having alcohol. But thumbs up. I mean, I could. It'd be relaxed. No. Don't have time to shoot and practice archery. I need so much to do with my report. I need to remove all these notes in actual report. Shit. Probably should take a break if they are. Okay. the right one here. I really am. Is the sun already rising? Fucking damn. I feel like that barely lasted. Okay. I'm gonna place some now. Where did I put? Did I put them away? Shit. Or no, they're right there. Ugh, God. Exhausted, but nothing. Oh. Mm. Uh. Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, nice little spot. In the simulation, it actually used to be right where we crashed that plane. So it's how I got here.
Hmm.
At least in the simulation, not in reality, of course, but still, nice little spot.
How you feeling?
Um, tired. I just alone, but that's a normal feeling for me, so could be worse.
Right, well, let's not keep that as a normal thing for you, yeah? How's that sound?
That is easier said than done, Axton. Especially with my track record.
Track records aside, it still is possible.
I used to think so. I don't know if I do anymore, but whatever you say, I guess.
I've tried to keep myself pretty separate. honestly, from everybody. It's just standard for me.
Mm.
Even I don't get that luxury of just some alone time. Here and there. But gotta be with people. I mean, I'm kind of figuring that out. Can't just accept that you're gonna be alone and move on. That's not how that works.
It's not like I do it by choice, but
It kind of feels like it now.
I guess you can take it at that.
You're trying to push yourself to do a bunch of stuff, man.
What other choice do I have?
Take a second to breathe. You keep throwing your head against the wall and hoping it changes what you're doing. That's the definition of insanity.
Mm.
Not gonna solve any problems by just sitting there doing the same stuff. Sometimes you gotta clear your head. Sometimes you really gotta take a step back.
I guess. I don't know. It's. I wish they'd left me a fucking instruction book. Tips or tricks, literally anything. I don't know how they. I mean, then again, I wasn't supposed to be doing this by myself. That was never the plan. It's just how it ended up. Like it normally does. What else is new?
I understand people are still gonna help, right? The
Who am I
best,
supposed to ask for help, though?
literally anybody. Talk to people, see their perspectives. Sometimes all you need is a different perspective on things.
I do talk to people. Probably the one thing I am good at is the spread of information, but it just.
Then why don't you give yourself credit on that?
I mean, that's a simple thing. It's the bare minimum for my job, really. And
Bare
even that I
minimum
should
or not,
probably
you're
do
keeping us
better at.
informed.
I
You're
guess.
making sure that we still know what's going on, keeping the people out of the loop in the loop, getting the people that don't know things, what is going on, what's happening, making sure that they know what's going on, how to be safe.
You give me a lot of credit for basic things.
Because it's nothing to scoff at. Basic shit's how you keep things going.
I guess.
We didn't have information, we didn't get any idea what the green stuff was or anything like that. Shit. We'd be out here out of luck.
I mean, that wasn't really about me, though. That was more Vade's discovery.
I got to you, no? Still got it out to people. I didn't hear it directly from Bay.
I mean, yeah, but he would have told you. I just beat him to it.
Okay. Doesn't help me, at least somebody told me. And if it's you, then sure, maybe something basic, as you put it. Doesn't change the fact that I'm still informed. Or you're still helping people, making sure people ain't gonna go missing.
I just should be doing more.
You're doing plenty now.
I'm really not. Any of my siblings would be in better control than I am.
Okay, well, here's the thing. No bullshit, they're not here. You're running the show right now. And you're not gonna. Maybe you're not gonna accept the fact that you are doing that. You're gonna keep looking at it and saying, man, I'm not doing it. But if you look behind you and see how much you're actually doing and take just a couple steps back, you'd realize you've been running the show. Keeping things up, keeping things moving. Sure, it takes a toll, but that's all leadership. Leadership takes a toll no matter what you're trying to do. You're doing a lot, man. You're just not crediting yourself for that.
Mm. You really do remind me of my fucking brother. I just, I don't know. It's been a minute since I've been. No, actually, it hasn't really been a minute at all since I've been in charge, has it? Thinking about it. I keep thinking that it is, but logistically, no. I
Take
usually
it
get left
first
in
time.
charge of something.
Thinking it's a first being in charge of a lot more than just one thing.
Mm. I usually run the casino pretty much by myself. I don't blame it, like Tessu or any of the others for it. I don't mind it either, but that's fun work. I've always liked doing it. It's easy, it's simple, paperwork, maybe once or twice sending out mail to people, maybe cleaning up here or there, but nothing hard. This is a lot of stuff I was never trained to do, or if I was, I don't remember it in the slightest.
And guess what? They're still here now.
I guess.
Who's holding conferences? Who's calling the shots to get people there? Who's still making sure that one of the big bases, from my understanding, is still intact?
Who failed to stop someone from fucking up a radio tower when they were sitting right there?
Have we?
Right there.
Listen, you're not going to be able to stop everything that happens. That's
Don't
not possible. No one's got that power in them to stop every single thing that happens. If they tell you that, I don't believe it.
I mean, not everything, but certain people here definitely could stop more than I could. Do more than I could.
You know what? Maybe that's their thing. Maybe they just do a lot of stuff. Maybe they set their limits high and press forward and do all that. You run an entire casino. You realize that, right?
I'm aware. One of the few things I take pride in here, for the most part.
Okay? Realize how hard it is to just decide to, one, up and create a casino, and then to sit there and properly run it? You realize how hard that is?
It's not the most difficult thing in the world.
Well, I don't think I could see myself sitting there, sitting down, and running a casino. So to me, you're doing a lot more than what I could do. See where I'm going? Gonna be a lot of things that you look at from others, see what they're on, what they're going through. Maybe that's not your speed. And you know what? That's okay. Not everyone's speed to run at the same pace. People run it different.
I wish Faye was here.
We'll get him back.
I know we will. He'll be fine.
Exactly.
I have no doubt on that. Faye's always fine for the most part. That's my brother for you. I just wish that if either of us were gonna get kidnapped, it would be the one that has no idea what they're doing.
What, you'd rather worry more people too? Either way, people are gonna worry.
Yeah.
If they didn't go, we weren't gonna see somebody holding down that time travel. We weren't gonna see somebody still battling against it. Sure, maybe you would be doing the same thing. Maybe you'd be throwing hands, but people would still be worried. All the same. It don't change. You were trained to fight, from what I remember you telling me. You're gonna be able to hold out. But either way, hell, you're both gonna sit there and, well, what if I were to be? If you went, they would be doing the same shit, trying to get you back. Or at least make sure you're safe.
I don't know about that. No. Well, actually, he'd probably be going more insane. He does not do well when we're not around. But, oh well. Nothing I can do about it now.
Get wrong there.
I hate that feeling. Not being able to do anything about it. Maybe I'm a control freak in that way, but I don't know, it's always pissed me off. Knowing that something bad's gonna happen, and knowing that, hey, it's not gonna be your fault, but you're gonna be the one safe regardless. Makes me wish I was the one getting hurt, because at least then, I don't know. Feel like I'd have some semblance of control.
You wouldn't roll on that, man. You wouldn't. Or you might think it, might consider and entertain that idea of, well, maybe if I was the one in their shoes, I would have that control. We don't know what's going on over there. We don't know what's being done, what bro is facing.
No, we really don't, because I fucking broke the one way we had
You
to get
didn't break it.
Okay, fine, I let someone else break it.
Somebody else got in, sure. But if anything, it sounds like they knew how to get there and shut things down. That's not on you to consider, oh, I broke it, or oh, I let them in. From what I can understand, people just be popping up. And if there's this time traveler that's able to, kind of shift how fabric works, leave areas to have easier access, then they can get people in where they need to.
I mean, it's more so the fact that they've already had access to the areas for God knows how long and been constantly distorting space to get it. That's the annoying part, is we really had no chance of getting them, to stay out. Because they were already in the first place, their whole defense system. I'm rambling, sorry.
You're good. Don't be sorry here. Then, even more to my point, they've been in for God knows how long. They've already been there for a while. They've already known the place. You didn't let them in. They're just using what they know. It's not on you.
No.
You didn't let them. You didn't do it. They've had access for a while. God knows how long. Yeah, it's unfortunate and it sucks and it's gonna hurt because there goes communications. But it's not on you.
You know, that day, Ray was going off about how he couldn't leave, that he was stuck here anyways, and so it didn't really matter. And he told Rose and Tex that they didn't have to worry about anything anyways, because, you know, he'd be here. And then Rose and Tessu went on their honeymoon, and he disappeared right in front of me and Tech and Edith. What? Talk about comedic fucking timing. So fucking funny. Not the first time either that he got kidnapped in front of us. In Elysium, in the mall, the last event we went through in the simulation, we were all about to head to bed. Tech hadn't broken his leg yet, but Tech was tired. I was exhausted. Ray was about to head up to his room to go to sleep. And then he got kidnapped. We didn't even notice at first. Tex was writing something in a book, or no, Tech was reading something. I was talking with Rose, and I think I just assumed that, oh, he already read up, and I just didn't see him. But then we saw him die in the chat. There were back rooms in that event, in that mall. So all of us went in there thinking maybe he wasn't there, and we looked through the whole thing. At some point, Tech fell and actually broke his leg, and we still hadn't found him. So we told Tech to go back using one of the pressure plates that would just teleport you out, and me and Rose went through the rest of it and still couldn't find him. When we ended up back at the dorms, Tech was laying on the couch and he said, he found Vay. Something was very wrong with him, but he found Vay. We left him there to go to sleep, and we went to the mall where he said Vay was at the food court, and there stood a sprite smiling cat version of my brother in a uniform who acted like everything was perfect. Like everything was fine. I didn't know that we were siblings back then. None of us did. I didn't actually figure, well, I knew Lou was my sibling. Me and Lou knew each other. We're siblings, but I didn't know about Vay and Alex. We didn't really find out till post-simulation, but as a perfect worker, he called me a sibling. As any of the workers, because there was more. You know, they got turned to happy worker for 3 days, then came back, And then at some point he got kidnapped again, got turned into a sad worker for 3 days, came back, got kidnapped again to an angry worker. Every single one of them said that, oh, my parents want, or our parents want you home, or why haven't you come home for dinner, or I've known you since you were a kid, and I didn't get it. Faye didn't get it either when I told him. We just thought it was because I reminded him of his younger brother, not that I was. I couldn't stop any of them when they got kidnapped and turned into those things. None of us could do anything. And it's so hard to remember when I was one. You know, a happy worker. That's the only one I got to do was happy. But I remember the way everyone was so upset. That's really the one part of it I really remember, is I came out and everyone looked so fucking angry. And I couldn't blame them. I mean, I was angry too, but I don't know. It's something funny when everyone's so uncomfortable with the idea of you living in a quote-unquote perfect world. How that's so unnatural to everyone, you being happy.
I think it's because it's fake happiness, really.
No, it wasn't, but
I mean, if you got kidnapped and then you walk out and you're happy-go-lucky, nothing's wrong, to others it's not going to be natural. That's not going to be seen as, oh yeah, they're actually happy. You're going to be looking at the person, looking at a friend that just got away and comes back with not a care in the world.
yeah.
People ain't going to see that as true happiness because what happened to cause that? They're not upset that you're happy. They're upset at the circumstance of which you became happy.
I know. It's just funny to me. You know, that wasn't even the worst part about that place. The worker versions, I mean. They were awful, sure. I think all of us hated them. Hated being them. They hated seeing people as them, but at the end of the day, they were harmless. Funny. Depressing, but funny. No, the awful part was the entities. Stupid fucking entities. Like I said, we had back rooms. There was a pet store in the mall, and when you went through one of the walls, well, there you are. Liminal space. Your communicator didn't work unless someone else was also in the back rooms with you. And you had to go through the whole thing, find a pressure plate, or backtrack the whole way out if you wanted to get out. Basically, you got in and you were pretty much stuck unless you got lucky. I don't even know how long we were in there for before before the first one happened, but we were in there exploring one day. Suki was in there. It was a big group of us, but I just remember Suki got separated for a bit. And then we saw them die. And we all freaked out, obviously, and we went running. And then they were there. Standing in this white fucking room with a bunch of stupid colors glitching out on the floor. Twisted fucking antlers. Exposed rib cage. Creepy, ghastly thing. Me and Suki had just started dating then. I think it'd been a week, maybe 2, since our first date. And then there they are, an entity who didn't care for any of us, who actively hunted each and every one of us down. All the entities have fucking awful strengths. It took them a hit, maybe 2, if you were really strong like they was, too, but even then, it wasn't hard for them to kill us. Suki's entity loved to call me a dog. I think part of it was because at some point my hybrid got switched to a chinchilla for a short amount of time, but point still stand, I got called a dog over and over again. Couple days after Mattis got switched too. The person I've called my younger sibling since the very beginning. Fully weird creaking thing. There was a day where there was a school in the back rooms and I was going through them with tech, and we got to that school and Mattis, the entity, was there. They killed me over and over and over again, downing me and picking me back up. All while taunting me and Tech about how Tech couldn't protect me. Oh, hold on. Hello.
Welcome back.
Where the fuck? Oh, yeah. They basically just downed me, constantly taunting Tech for not being able to protect me. Taunting me for how often I sacrificed my own life for Tech. They broke my leg. I remember that very vividly. I still got back up and tried to make sure they didn't hit Tech any. I ended up pushing Tech onto a pressure plate. And then I died for it, but it didn't really matter to me. And then Bay got switched to 03. You've met that one, I think. Nathan Eden's Gate. They weren't shadows then, they were actually, well, themselves, but not really. Except 03 was weird, I mean. In the simulation, they had that one for forever. Even back when we first really met, he was 03, but 03 was a dick. Kinder than the other entities, at least for the first bit. He didn't really kill me. At first they acted like an actual warden and it would just sway, but at some point, 03 learned how to separate himself from they. Took his eyes. Killed him. I talked to that one a lot. I shouldn't have, but he acted like he cared, and I believed him. And he taught me my lesson at the very end. When he... I don't want to talk about it. And then there was the last entity. Well, quote unquote last, but... that stupid fucking prince. I don't really think I need to talk about that one. I mean, I think I made it pretty obvious how much I hate him.
Yeah, your stance on that one is very, very clear.
Holy fuck.
That.
When he first got switched, the first day, I remember Tim and Mattis were literally tossing me back and forth, downing me, picking me up, pushing me to the other so they could down me, pick me up. I went back in there though, over and over again, because I kept thinking if I don't know, talked to him enough, if I was around enough, he'd snap out of it, that I'd see some version of my brother in there. It's different nowadays. I mean, how could it not be different? But back then, I think Tech was probably the closest person I had. You know, he was always around, always there for me. We told each other everything. Well, not everything. We kept a lot to ourselves, but if we told each other, if we told anyone anything, chances are we told the other one first, at least on my end. But I kept going back there, thinking something would change, and it didn't. I hate that fucker. He and Suki's entity cornered me on the stairs in one of the rooms, and he went on and on about how he was wearing his dad's armor, how he killed him. How his dad did so many wars, killed angels and demons alike. Such a fucking prick. Rose and Love died in there too, in the mall. In the back rooms. I don't even know why, really, even now, but my house, my current house that I've stayed in, there's a room in there with it floating in a sea full of stars. And there was a warp plate at the very top in my observatory. We stepped on it and it brought me to a splitter steel room, which I don't think you know what that is, but
Nope. That I would not know.
it was a game. I say game, but it wasn't very fun. It's never been very fun. But it was one of the eliminations that we had to do in Fool's Paradise, which was the very first quote-unquote event we ever had to do in the simulation. Basically just a month of us voting someone off, or at the end they got creative with it. You know, sometimes they had to spin a wheel and just one group had to pick amongst themselves who died, or they just kill someone randomly for fun to prove that they could. Splitter Steel was one of the eliminations, and it was me and Alex on one side, and Vey and Tetsu on the other, and we both got given 2 buttons, and there was a wall separating us, and we got told to save the other or kill the other. Those were the options. If we both picked the same thing, we'd both die. I begged Alex not to pick to kill the other. I begged Tetsu to kill us. Because I had already watched Mattis die in front of me. I've watched Leb die in front of me. I watched Lou die. After me begging Lou not to make us vote her out, she did. She made us vote her. So I begged to not have to watch anyone else die, to not have that blood be on my hands especially. It didn't matter though, what I said. This fucking turtle, bro. Fucking turtle, bro.
Jump on it.
I know. It's gonna. Nope. I don't think I can with my slow falling. I don't think it works.
Yeah.
Whatever. Bye. It didn't matter though. I mean, neither. You know, we didn't know that we were family, but Vey and Alex knew they were twins. And even though it wasn't technically really Vey in control, Vey was never gonna pick to kill Alex. And Alex knew that. So Alex picked to kill the other side, and Vey picked to save us. And the wall came down, and I watched as Vey and Tetsu hugged each other as they fell into poison water. And they died. And you would think, oh, that's a traumatizing story, at least it only happened once. No. No, they used that room against me a lot. That game. They used it with fake versions of Vey and Tetsu, and Finn and Lou. They used it after I had just found out Lou was my biological sibling. And they used it in there. Just me on one side, Rose and Leb on the other. I didn't get a choice. I didn't get to pick or anything. They just killed them. permanently, it said. And it was permanent. Because when we got out, we learned that their brains were fried. They actually died in there. They actually died. And I know it wasn't really my fault. There wasn't anything I could do. I didn't even click anything. But they did it because of me. They did it to fucking hurt me. So in a way, it was. No matter how much anyone else liked to say it wasn't. It kind of was. I don't hate myself for it anymore. I don't. It still sucks, though. And once again, I came out of that. And I went looking for tech. Thinking that, oh, maybe now that motherfucker would care. They didn't. They didn't. And the fact that wasn't even the end of it. I mean, I had to watch Lou get crucified after. I had to watch they get killed with Fool's Paradise eliminations because fucking 03's an asshole. I hate that fucking place. Not even for what it put me through. It put me through hell. I know that. I'm so fucking aware of that, but I hate that place because it put me through hell and made everyone else watch as I broke. And now I know none of them believe me to be able to handle any of this. And I see the way some of the older Islanders look at me sometimes when I'm sparking or when I'm going through a lot of things like this. It's like they expect me to break as bad as I am, as bad as I did in there. So I get yours and Edith's point of ask for help. I do. And I want to. It's not like I don't want to. But I just can't. Not from just anyone, at least. Because as much as they try to deny it, I see the way they look at me like they don't. If I don't do this, then I'm never going to be able to prove that I'm actually good enough. That I can handle things like my siblings can. That I'm better, that I'm getting better. If I don't do this, if I break like that again, then what the fuck has everything since the simulation been for? What has the past, 6 months been for if I'm still not any better? I have to be better. I just have to be.
You can't. You can't. I think it would take 6 months to get over far too much trauma. 6 months to move past that you watched so many people die. 6 months to fix every problem. Do you understand how short that really is in comparison? Sure, maybe I don't know you the best. I haven't been here. I haven't been around to see or witness. But in 6 months, you're not gonna just magically fix, move past everything, and oh, well, I'm good now. It's not how that works. Never gonna be how it works, no matter how much you really, really want it. You're growing, and yeah, sure, maybe it's slow, but who cares how slow it goes? Growth is growth. For you to sit here and every time you bring up something and you say, hey, what is it for? And what follows is to prove your worth that you are equal to your siblings. You understand what you're doing currently, right? The fact that you're still here, sure, it's pressure. I'm not gonna deny it's pressure. The fact that you're still here and you're still holding conferences, you're still trying, you're sitting at that tower, wherever it may be, working tired to fix it. You understand that you are strong as hell to just do that? Have you considered the fact that you yourself are strong? It's maybe you are always gonna see it that you are not on the same level as your sibling. But in my eyes, you're damn strong for just being able to sit there and push yourself to get this done, knowing it hurts, knowing that you're tired, you're still willing to do things to help people. Got heart, and man, a lot of it. You're still willing to do all of this. And yeah, it's maybe not the healthiest. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh yeah, keep pushing yourself till you die. But what I will say is that what you're doing is helping a lot more than you think, a lot more than you give yourself credit for. You're not just something to put to work and call it a day. When was the last time you ever sat down and just thought about life? Genuinely thought about it. Not considered anybody's view, not considered anybody's feelings, but your own. When was that?
I don't know if I can say I've ever done that.
You have been living your life in shadows, in brackets, in measurements that other people are worth more than your own life. And that's not at all. That just isn't anywhere close to the case. You mean something? God damn it, you're gonna learn that you mean something because you have not let yourself do that. If you're sitting here, that
Hi, Adeline. I hear you. I think it's Adeline. Footsteps sound too soft to be someone else. can come
It's
whenever you want. Or not.
you gotta at least let yourself know you do have worth. You've never let yourself think that or see that, then doing yourself a disservice.
I do have worth. But you need to
But
know
you
that
measure
my
it.
worth is normally to be a child soldier. Or a casino manager. Or an architect. I like when I get to be an architect.
In the end, you're still a person. You still have life. Life is not something to scoff at, to be diminished to just a child soldier. That's not. Those are things that have happened. Yes. I'm not gonna deny that they. I'm not gonna deny and say no, they haven't. But giving yourself just even the smallest thing of just, I want to do this for the sheer fact of why not. Not putting yourself to work, not thinking I need to get this done because it means something to this. Something for yourself that maybe doesn't even have a meaning. Maybe you just, run into the ocean because why not? There's no meaning behind that other than I wanted to run into the ocean.
That sounds like it'd get my fur wet.
Okay?
And my feathers. Ew.
Okay, then you did something stupid for no reason. There's nothing bad about that. Like, yeah, you're gonna have to clean yourself and you're gonna have to wash up and change things about, but in the end, you still did something for the reason of why not. Sure, it's dumb and it sounds stupid, but sometimes just doing dumb things is kind of fun. Sometimes doing stupid things, yeah, sure, you might land yourself in a little tidbit of trouble, but trouble's inevitable for all of us, so, like, why not try and make it fun? Try and do something that's just stupid.
I feel like if I did something that's just stupid, my siblings would scold me. I don't even mean my biological ones, just one of them.
Then you get golden. You still ran into the ocean, didn't you? Still got to be free for those moments of just why not? Got to feel the water, got to feel the breeze of the ocean, everything hitting you. Wouldn't you say that's kind of worth it?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't really like making people upset or worried, though.
And let them know, hey,
Stupid.
I'm gonna go run into the ocean real quick. I'm not gonna be long. I'll be, fast. I'll do it real fast, get back here, you don't even know I'm gone. Or just let them know, hey, I'm gonna be off for a bit. I'll still have my phone, I'll still have my communicator, whatever it might be. Just, I'm gonna be over here. The worst thing you can do is just vanish without a trace. Yeah, that's always gonna worry people. But if you let people know things and not running away from, you're just getting your head clear.
Mm.
They worry because they care. You know that, right?
I know.
So then, ease their worries a bit. Let them know.
I wish they didn't care some days. Not as much, at least. Walking to hear you hazard over here. There's no way in hell I'm fixing those radio towers. Absolutely no way in hell.
I mean, I can take a look at towers.
The issue is that for the most part, they're very much specialized by Vay. I mean, I don't think any of us have ever been able to fix them besides him.
Don't hurt to still look at them.
No, it wouldn't. I can take you later, maybe.
Alright. Fine by me.
Not to the one at the base. I'm not to take anyone to the base. Not really. Maybe the people that they've assigned to help me, but in all honesty, I don't think I want Flint at the base. Or Atkins. Maybe Tech. Like, me and May talked about it when this all first happened. Who'd we take? You know? We said Tesfu. But Tetsu's on his honeymoon, and even then we were like, I don't know if we should let Tetsu get the warp and stuff. But I did end up taking Tetsu right before the wedding. We said, well, they said Atkins, and I said, fuck no. Because, respectfully, I don't want that 9-foot croc getting in all my fucking very fragile, broken, or breakable, potions. Or files of me. Then we said Tech. I mean, the unknown took jobs from his dad. Technically speaking, he has that connection to the unknown. Maldius can't really give us that much shit for it, but I didn't want him to get caught up in this. That's kind of part of the issue with bringing anyone to the unknown base. It's you go in there, I mean, Maldius is gonna find a way to make sure you stay secret. That all our secrets don't get exposed.
Seems that way for any base.
Yeah.
Considering collection.
Do you have access to the collection base? Like, you can leave
Yeah.
anytime you want.
Oh well, it takes a little bit of chorus route to get in and out, but yeah, the door don't open for no one but Coda. Main door at least. But again, a little bit of chorus route, you'll get yourself in. Ain't tried it myself. Don't think I'm not to say I'm not welcomed, but a few minor incidents, they don't really want me going back for a time.
I don't think you want to be welcomed in the fucking collection base.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot.
Did you get assigned anyone, Madeline?
Oh, no, I haven't heard anything.
I had to guess probably the directive. It sounds like unless you're particularly close to one person in a different group, they've been signing a lot of the new members to the directive. Which makes sense. I mean, they do have the actual leaders in that case, with it just being Suki and Lab, and neither of them really have any experience leading. On top of that, the directive actually does do the most work maintenance-wise. Like, the unknown was given work because this whole operation is Malleus's idea, but at the end of the day, the directive actually is the one fully in charge. I need to talk to Suki. I need to do a lot of things. I still have a fucking report to write.
Get the crock.
So what? Write a damn report? Fuck no.
Yeah. Alright.
Because it needs to be actually filed properly, and I should probably write it in the actual unknown code.
Oh, yeah, that would probably be a bit different. Say you had them write notes.
I've already been writing all my notes. The report part's the easiest part. I've done that shit for free for the unknown, I can't lie. I wrote him a whole ass report on the fucking U virus situation that Tekken Bay had.
I read that, or like a book about that in the conference.
Yeah. I also wrote that one. There's more books on it in my library by the casino.
I need to stop by there and read up about things.
I need to put more books in it. Okay, this fucking turtle, bro! Oh my, what? Yes, hi. Yes, I'm sad. Okay, bye.
Just a whole different turtle too. I love
The
that.
funny part is, and Blossom can talk to animals, because that's the thing, like, all 4 Amarilla siblings can do.
Start shouting at the turtle.
No, yeah, like, I can understand what that motherfucker's saying.
So good.
Man, I love this place. I've been trying to leave for over 2 years, and technically I did leave, only because it was a simulation, and I ended up straight back here. With the realization that I'm never getting out. How fun. Can I tell you two a secret?
Don't leave me.
Sure.
That was probably the most annoying fact about the first couple days. Or really the first day that this all happened. Everyone was saying, why don't we just leave? You know, we just take the opportunity and we pack up and go. And that's fine for some people, you know? Maybe Rose can leave. Go out to the ocean, find their parents. I grew up here. I don't have anywhere else to go. I've always been here. And even if I did try and leave, all that would happen was I'd get dragged back. Because I've worked for the unknown all my life. When it wasn't the unknown, it was military in the nether. That I don't even know if that's still a thing that I'm gonna get dragged into again at one point. I can't leave. Maybe far, far down the line when Malinus deems me and Vay and Alex and Lou no longer that useful. Or when he's actually... when the unknown's actually gone, dismantled, dead, for all I care. Maybe then I can leave, but even then I don't know where I'd go. Stay at the kingdom with Tech and May for a bit, maybe. But even that's still here. This is still home. And after, I mean, I'd like a house. I'd like a nice house on the hill or in a field of flowers where you can see the stars. But it wouldn't be home. Not really. People keep talking about leaving. People's always talked about leaving, and even in the simulation, everyone just wanted to leave. Which, you know, it's fair. I get it, but still pisses me off, because of us can't. And at the end of the day, the option that's, not selfish, that's beneficial to everyone would just be to actually stick it out together. To work together to get rid of all these things, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think the second Rose gets a chance, she's gonna try and go home. Probably bring Tessa with her. If Maddie got the chance, Maddie would be halfway across the fucking world by now. The Black Dahlia building burning behind them. No matter what the consequences are for anyone else. Which, again, it's fair. I don't blame them. I just expected more, I guess. Like, with your guys' arrival, it makes sense if you just want to leave. You don't really have any loyalties here. Have nothing holding you together, it sounds like. I spent 2 years with those people. 2 years of going through hell on earth, and half of them don't even want to fight for anything that we've made a home out of. They just want to up and leave. Rose, who I called my sister for over 2 years, straight up told me, well, not straight up told me, it wasn't directed at me, but straight up said that none of this was her problem, because she wasn't a leader. No regard for me or Vay at all. No offer to help. No comfort, no nothing, just not my problem. And I don't blame her. Doesn't make it hurt any less, though.
Obviously, we haven't been here as long as you have, but I haven't really understood the desire to just leave. Obviously, you could, if everyone could have, nobody would be here. I don't get why nobody tries to work up to more, build a just better community for each other.
I don't either. I mean, we had so many conversations during our simulation about what we'd do if we got out. And that was because we really thought, I mean, living there in general was hell, because the person in the group in charge tortured us on the daily. Things are so much better out here. Listen, like, as much as we complain about the directive or the unknown, at the end of the day, they aren't torturing us on the daily. They aren't constantly pulling us away for tests or to get blood drawn. The events that we go through aren't entirely their fault. They try their best to protect us. Does that mean I want to be under them all my life? No. Fuck no. But Malus and Daylith, they're Suki's parents. At the end of the day, they're going to take care of us. They're gonna try. Our situation now is so much better than it was in the simulation. And in the simulation, we had a decent chunk of people who were like, let's make this better for ourselves. Let's try and fight this. We had rebellion after rebellion, all for the purpose of trying to make our lives better. And we get out, and their lives are better, and half of them just want to leave. They want to abandon everything. And like, I get that for some of it is trauma. Fuck knows, I get it. I get that there's certain places here that remind me of shit that I'm never going to get over. But it's not like everything was bad. It's not like everything is bad. I don't know. I expected them to fight a little bit harder. We have a group of people. I probably shouldn't be the one telling you guys this if you don't already know, but it doesn't really matter. We have a group of people called the Lightning Rods. They're older Islander members that we elected to kind of be our own sort of group, our own quote-unquote government. It was my idea. I can't say if it was a very good idea, but it was my idea. And it was supposed to be our way of making sure that we stay united, that, you know, we wouldn't get manipulated, or if we were, if something like this, honestly, yeah, this is the exact situation this was meant for. If something like this happened, there was a group of people that would talk about it. There was a group of people that would help call the shots, make a decision, and then the rest of us would stick to that decision. And on that group was Edith, and Mattis, and Tech, and Jess, and Tessville. So imagine my shock when Mattis goes around threatening to burn down the Black Dahlias and just like fuck it all over, despite all of us saying that that's a terrible idea for the group. Imagine my shock when nothing is done, when seemingly Edith's the only one that even is trying. And it's not like I blame all of them for it. I mean, Tech's not around, Tech was on their honeymoon. Mattis obviously just fucked up by the Black Dahlias. It's just frustrating. Because we set all these things up to give us a fighting chance, and then we get a fighting chance. We get something. And we're left in the dust. We specifically chose people that didn't have connection to those groups. Or in Mattis and Edith's case, who were so disloyal to them that they wouldn't mind fucking them over if they had to. should be getting thrown a bone. We set up all these things to try and, like, help each other. And it feels like no one but Edith and myself take them seriously. No one tried.
No member of the fancy little club y'all got. I'll be there. Best I can to help out. Don't do shit else.
I honestly feel like we need to have a thing to discuss it entirely, and I know Edith feels the same, but I don't know.
That's an after this shit show clears deal. You already got enough on your plate. Don't need to be going to adding more.
I don't know when I became this place's little organizer. I don't want to really say that I am. I feel like that's taking credit for something that I didn't earn, but at the same time, I'm usually the one calling meetings.
And then you're doing your job, mate. Calling meetings, making sure things stay running.
I do that before Steven got told to be a leader. That's the weird thing. You know,
And then it's in ya.
This is something me and Alex built in the simulation. It used to be called Zinnia Conference, because, I mean, at the time, you know, I didn't even know I had a last name. But when we came out, the Sheriffstone said Amaryllis, and that was how I found out my last name was Amaryllis. So
One way to find it.
me and Alex and Vay joked about the fact that we got doxxed. Quite literally. Maybe we built it a long time ago and I just don't remember. I honestly couldn't tell you. I can't believe I'm the one that got left in charge of the unknown, and I'm the sibling that remembered the least. The only reason I remember how to even, like, fucking work the radio towers is because I had a dream of Vay explaining it to me as a kid. And it was very convenient fucking timing. I would have been
I was trying to tell you something.
Maybe.
Sometimes it's all it is. Brain knows it needs to get information out somehow.
Yeah, well, I wish it would give me more.
Shitty cards come all the time. You've been playing them pretty damn well.
I'm good at poker. I don't think that's something I should be necessarily praised on, though.
Oh shit, it's working now, so.
Gambler's luck, I guess. That really is my saving grace, is I'm lucky. Only me, though. Kind of a bad luck charmed everyone else around me.
Bad luck, good luck. Just the same. Those are chances.
No, I mean, I think I'm cursed some days, I can't lie. The amount of times I've watched people die around me. Made graves.
Pretty sure that's just called trauma and survivor's guilt, but, you know.
Same thing.
ain't gonna chalk survivor's guilt and trauma up to just gambler's luck here. Quite different, to be honest.
Before you guys spoke up, we had another little quote-unquote operation. It was involving the shadows, called Operation Lazarus. We didn't know at the time, and we didn't find out till later. I think it was a couple days, but Mattis, Edith, Lou, and Bay got replaced by their shadow versions. And they were tasked with taking our blood. And anytime they took a vial of our blood without us noticing, we got a point. So the four of them went around for a whole week, hitting us, taking vials of our blood without us noticing. I don't know how we didn't notice, but we didn't. And just overall acting like the person they were pretending to be. Finn was reset at the time into a version of them that worked for the Black Dahlias, so they were called Canidae, and they didn't have any of their memories. And they would go after Finn the most, or they go after Canidae the most, because the whole point of it was to kidnap Canidae at the end and use those for its memories, because, surprise, we found out they were stuck in a tree the entire time getting their memories, I guess, duplicated in a way. I don't really understand it, but all of their memories of Finn was used to bring Finn back. I was actually the first one to notice something was wrong. This was when Vay and Tech were still infected with their weird virus. So they were constantly in quarantine bubbles or at their kingdom. But they had come out one day in order to basically hang out, because it was a casino event and they wanted to spend time with me. Or I should say Tech wanted to spend time with me. It wasn't actually Vay, as I found out, but we were downstairs at the casino playing Mind Roulette, and I set them up their little quarantine viewing area in the corner, but one of the mines broke one of the blocks to their quarantine area, and I was standing closest to it, so I kind of got infected by the same shit they had. Awful fucking virus. I felt like I couldn't breathe. My whole system was shut down. I was a dragon at the time. That's another fun fact, because me and Testu had swapped hybrids. Really, a lot happened to me this week. But I was infected, and they had just finished making the vaccine, I guess, at the time. Or, well, the warden did. Really, I think he got Alex to help. But the point stand, I went to the kingdom and got the vaccine, and for once, everyone else got put in a quarantine bubble. Well, those two, and then me were outside. But Mattis was in that bubble and was complaining about not wanting to, stay in there. And I was talking to them, but then they whispered me something really weird, and I knew immediately it wasn't Mattis. They tried gaslighting me that it was crazy, or that they didn't say anything, and I even more so knew it wasn't Mattis, and I remember I ran over to fucking Tech at at the time, Tech and Vay, and I'm like, that's not Mattis, that's not Mattis. I don't know who the fuck that is, but it's not Mattis. And then the jig was up, and Mattis, Edith, and Lou revealed themselves. They got caught. The warden lasted a couple more days, but he also got caught because he kept hitting Tech. And I thought it was weird, but I also thought I just imagined it at first because no one else reacted to it. But then Tech whispered me, being like, Vay keeps fucking hitting me, and I was like, okay. No, that's also what I thought, but we didn't really get to do anything about it because the warden realized that we figured it out and just revealed himself too. At the end of the week, though, we got put in a room. There were giant scales in the middle, and we were put in like this little audience seating area, similar to what we had at the very front of Eden's Gate, you know, stands. And one by one, we got picked to fight each other in 1v1s, and whoever died. They said permanently, but it ended up being for the whole night. They came back alive in the morning, but the first fight was me and Tesfu, and I knew Tesfu was never going to kill me. He's a pacifist, and on top of that, she just wouldn't do that to me. So I killed Tesfu as quickly as I could to get it over with. Every time we killed another person, the winner got asked a question. It was supposed to help us figure out where Vay, Edith, Lou, and Mattis were. I don't really remember the order after that. I remember Tech had to kill Vay. It wasn't really Vay, but they framed it like it was. And I remember that it broke him after, and I had to sit there and beg him to keep trying, to not just give up. I remember Rose looked so upset the second I killed Tesfu, and I didn't know if that was at me or just at the situation. I remember Suki had to kill Malladus, their own dad. Rose and Tech had to kill each other in one of the rounds. Flint had to kill Cass, you know, their mom. My second round was Suki, right after Suki killed their dad. It was another situation of I knew Suki was never going to kill me, so I just got it over with as quickly as I could. Canada was in the middle of the scale the entire time, in this cage. And when it got to the final 3, they asked Canada which of us would get spared around out of me, Rose, and Vanessa, because we were the last 3. And they picked me, because I was their little dragonfly. That was it is a nickname me and Finn always had for each other. I was their dragonfly. They were my ember. Cutesy stuff. Vanessa killed Rose, and I knew I could never win a fight against Vanessa. I mean, they're a tall as fuck demon who, from my understanding, had some sort of training with fighting and also just had a fuck-ass knockback weapon. Because, fun fact, we only gotta bring one weapon into this. No armor, no nothing. Vanessa brought something with knockback. I brought a dagger that they had gave me. So, who do you think is winning that fight? I was smart, though. I'll give myself that. I was very smart. I didn't want to win. Fuck no, I didn't want to win another game where it meant everyone else was dead and I was the last survivor. But I knew Vanessa didn't really care about any of the 4 that were in there, and I did. So I struck up a deal, knowing that I had to win, you know, if I wanted them back. I said I would owe Vanessa anything, that whatever they wanted at any point in time, they would ask, and I would give it to them if they just let me win, because I needed my brother back, I needed Lou back. They accepted. I owe Vanessa a deal now, at some point in time. I don't know what it's going to be, and I'm still scared of that, but it was a thing. And I won. And they teleported me to the middle, and I saw everyone's ghost standing there watching. I hugged Finn, or Canidae, because we were right there. And then they teleported them right out of my arms. And I got given a book of chords, and I got told that I couldn't go till the next day. That they told me when. And then I went home, and I built graves, and I got haunted by everyone's ghost for the rest of the night. Not their current versions, not really, but past versions. Versions of them as happy workers, versions of them bloodied and bruised after some traumatizing thing, versions of them that blamed me for something, that was crying over something I did in the past. The entities that, or shadows really, that fucked me over and scared the crap out of me so much. Versions of them that I hadn't seen in ages that still saw me as their perfect, happy little brother, even though I haven't been in God knows how long. And I was alone. Again. I remember Teddy woke up right after. She luckily missed all the drama. But she woke up and she found out Suki was dead. And they came to where I was building graves and they blamed me. Yelled at me well, not yelled, but taunted me about it for a good 10 minutes before they left me to deal with the ghost. They couldn't see him, but I could. The next morning, everyone was back alive. They didn't remember any of the ghost shit, but I knew. I remember it. I actually saw Vay, an old version of Vay, a Vay from Inferno. The very first version that I got close to, that I was friends with. It was really him, you know, current him, but he was wearing those clothes and it was sentimental in a way. And he told me spirits wouldn't bother me anymore, promised that I did good, that I'd see them soon, and then off we went. to go save those 4 in Canada from a tree. Fun. Meredith yelled at me that when they came back. Not really because of anything I did, but they were yelling at me about how no one noticed for so long. About how no one was looking for them. They acknowledged that none of those complaints were really my fault, but I mean, when you're yelling, looking straight at a person, saying that no one noticed, and that when you're talking to the person that did notice, kind of fucking sucks. A lot of people have been saying I'm smarter than I am this week, or that I'm smarter than I think I am. And I guess they're right. I mean, I notice things a lot. But the problem isn't that I'm not smart, the problem is no one really listens to me. Or when they do, they don't really acknowledge it's my idea. What good is being smart if people don't have confidence in the fact that, you know?
It's on them. Weirdly enough. It's not on you.
I mean,
You're smart, yes, and you're observant, and you point things out, and it ain't your fault if people don't listen. That's on them, not you. When they do listen and they take it and say, oh, it was somebody else's idea, yeah, that's gonna sting, because it's not true. But that doesn't diminish the fact that you are smart. Doesn't change anything.
I guess, but it's also if it's they can say anything and no one questions it. Because everyone knows Vade's smart. He figured out time travel. Of fucking course they had the right idea. Doesn't matter if they said something that's completely wrong, people are gonna go with it. Because it's Faye. Of course it is. We have a problem, the first thought is go ask Faye. Or if it's medical related, you go ask Alex. Because everyone knows Alex is so fucking capable when it comes to medical shit. What do I have?
You're observant.
Fade's more observant.
You're observant in the way that you can look at people and see things more than what others. You're the one that pointed out people were missing, that people were acting strange. Are you not?
Yeah, but they could have figured it out quicker. Or Alex.
Once more, we land back on measurements. You figured it out. Your mind immediately jumped to, how would my sibling have done?
Still took me 3 days.
You You still
difficult to
figured it
notice
out.
something you're not expecting.
I guess. But
I went to you for medical. I got a general from Cass, but then I went to you. Call you Doc.
you
Still
really
gonna stick with it.
shouldn't be doing that. I'm not. I know bare minimum stuff for head trauma because I've had a lot, and
That's what I had.
stuff you can do. Well, on a war, on a battleground, I don't. Not like I could do surgery or anything extensive. I don't know anything about medicine. Stitches, sure, but anyone can do stitches.
More than I know. So therefore, Doc.
Alright, Axton, whatever.
Am I wrong? You know more than me there.
I can teach you. Wouldn't be hard. I wouldn't recommend doing stitches on yourself.
Yeah,
Painful
I'm not gonna
every
try.
fucking process. I mean, it's possible. I've done it before, but it sucks.
Well, I don't even think I need stitches. I think I can just form back.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
Hey, I'm weird, okay? You know this.
It's not really weird. It's just your DNA. You're an intergrade, no?
Huh? Therefore, weird. I don't see any integrades here besides the ones that just appear.
Well, yeah, because they're native to the end. They're not supposed to be here.
And shouldn't I, by technicality, not be here?
Well, yes. A lot of hybrids here technically shouldn't be here. The thing.
And yet we're here. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah. More like upsetting circumstances, but yes.
I don't see it as that. I know it's new person don't see it bad, but like still, a lot of people here, and you see a lot of friendships, families, found families where it lands. A lot of stuff. Feel a community, feel welcoming.
It can be. I never deny that. I mean, had much bullshit happens, I'd go through it all again for, well, maybe not all of it. Most of it I'd go through again. Because it gave me my family. If I ever get put back in that fucking mall, I'm killing myself. Or someone around me. Something getting blown up.
I'll hand you a match if it makes you feel better.
Oh, I can just do it myself.
Well, yeah, but you know.
I mean, a match will probably make it worth, so I appreciate it. Fucking liminal. I hate liminal spaces. I hate the idea of liminal spaces. I hate liminal spaces. Ugh. Stupid endless hallways. Stupid fucking pool rooms. Stupid fucking. Ugh. You won't catch me dead going into one of those. I don't care what the reason would be.
Oh, I hope this isn't deriving from the active topic too much, but the whole reason I come here was for, I guess, lunch. If you guys would like anything.
It's the
I've,
last time I've eaten.
I've still got my plastic apple juice. I'm okay.
I'll steal grilled cheese from you if you don't mind.
Take whatever you like.
I'm gonna have grilled cheese in a minute.
Also been catching stars, you know. Hope.
Ugh. God bless the stars. I fucking love the stars. Stars slash pod. Maybe I'll actually not get as sick if I stay out here long enough.
Yeah, let's not get sick.
Oh, so see, the thing is, I'm already sick.
Yeah, so let's fix that.
So, Starborns have this funny quirk in their DNA where if they're not under the stars long enough and they don't get enough light, they start literally producing more stardust in their blood. Which low-key turns to them getting sick and potentially, you know, if it lasts long enough and they make enough stardust, then it like infects their eyes and they kind of get not necessarily blind. Well, yes, blind, not necessarily blind in the sense where they can't see anything, but like they literally can't recognize people's faces or voices unless they have a star that's a starborn. It's like a very weird little sickness quirk thing. It's happened once in the mall and it was very much a pain in my ass. So you know, that's
Yeah, that
always fun.
happened once. Let's try not to have it reach there again, yeah?
Yeah, just don't look at my face.
Is this why you had the mask?
Yes. That's also why I may or may not have more black markings seeping on my skin, but like, it's fine.
Not fine, because let's not have the person holding it down be sick to a point they can't understand things.
Well, to be clear, I can understand people like that.
Okay,
It's
if
very
we get to
simply
a
like I
point,
can't actually really tell who's talking when. Like I know what you're saying, I just can't tell who's saying
yeah,
it.
that's the point. Let's not have that be the case, because then things are just gonna be said.
I mean, things get said a lot of the time, though.
Let's not get there, yeah?
I will be fine. Everything is fine.
Yeah, and we need you here to make sure it stays that way, yeah?
I'm not. You could probably do it by yourself. I'm not doing all that much.
I don't have access to one of the largest places here, therefore, no, I cannot.
I need to give someone else access actually if something does happen to me, don't I?
That would probably be a good idea, yes.
But I quite literally can't because one of the other. The easiest option would be Tech, but I don't think Tech's gonna be awake anytime soon. Maybe Edith, but I also don't want to give that to Edith because Edith has more problems. Fuck, maybe I do have to give Flint. I don't want to give Flint access. Not because I don't like Flint, it's just I don't particularly trust them with unknown shit. At least the fucking croc listens to whatever orders I give. Weird as that may be. I'll figure it out.
Might have to be the croc.
It might have to be the croc. But it's fine. I will figure it out. Like I figure out everything eventually. Maybe. Hopefully.
You've been figuring shit out consistent, so I mean, you're gonna be figuring shit out more.
I mean, I've been figuring it out, but it's not like we have a solution to any of
Okay.
the issues right now. What good is
So we
figuring
don't.
it out if we don't have ways to fix it?
We learn. There's that very important middle step of, okay, we're figuring it out, which means we are learning. And since we are now learning, then we can get to a solution. Not, alright, we figured it out and we have a solution instant. Not, you're just trying to skip a step, and that's not how this works.
I mean, I'm not trying to skip a step, it's just that other people would have already figured it out by now. Maybe. I don't know.
Don't think so.
This is a lot of shit. Not just a one and done chop chop type deal. Plus, with new developments every single time I hear or wake up and it's like, oh yeah, so this happened now. Oh yeah, this got added on to the already amassing problems. It's ever changing. So, no, maybe a solution would be figured out for one thing. Wake up next day, that solution no longer works.
Yeah, I guess.
So, actively working alongside as new things pop up, and you're okay, new thing got added. Now how does that fit in? And adding on to it, there you go. Now you're still developing things, you're still learning things, and that's the best way to work with what's going on. Can't jump to a solution that's not going to work the next day over.
Yeah, I guess.
Do we know if there's anyone else who hasn't been assigned a group?
I mean, not particularly. People that haven't woken up, maybe, but.
Because
I haven't heard about Fia and Willow getting anything. Or not, fuck. Willow and Nizumi getting anything. My brain, guys. I swear it works.
Because I've been wanting to try to help in some way. Like maybe having just a group that is unassigned that can try to be, I guess, a middleman for everyone.
I think Tetsu actually got told everyone. Like, you can try and help everyone, but that, to me, makes sense, because Tetsu's always been unaffiliated with anything, ever.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Maybe.
Just don't get collection or conglomerate. Don't get that one. If you are to be assigned, hope you don't get that one.
Guess I'm still kind of learning. Are they that bad?
Let's say I've gone to that base one time. I've walked out with a concussion.
Wow.
I mean, that's kind of my own ish fault, but also if we look at the people in there, Edith is fine. It's just some anger issues, which hopefully we can work on. And then Coda is just very loyal to a point that it's scary. And based on what the collection is with the collector, pretty much I walked into a cult base without the cult head actively in the building. So if that's any sort of idea as to what I've gone in with, there you go.
The collection. I love when my mic cuts out. I love when my mic cuts out randomly, guys. Anyways, the collection is literally a cult, from my understanding, kidnapped Edith after their parents died and forced them into it. I don't really know much else. I mean,
People are experiments.
yeah.
Apparently Oda talked about one of their old members, Moy. Apparently they were somebody and then became an experiment and then became co-lead.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, Romeo's technically an experiment from what I'm understanding as well.
Yeah.
And that's a whole other conversation, because, oh boy.
The collection also works tightly with the projects
Yeah.
to make up the conglomerate. Hoda has a book on the conglomerate in the conference area, but that's a whole different can of worms.
We'll say the only nice-ish area that isn't. It's still doom and gloom style, but I mean, it's also for a walking volcano was the forge because it looks actually kind of kept weirdly.
Didn't you literally like trip and die in
That's
that
that.
forge?
I didn't die. That's where I got my concussion. Yes.
How is that the nice area when you literally like fucking fell and fucked yourself up?
Because because like the offices have a bunch of papers and there's just a whole bunch of scattered stuff. This is like the weapons are on a wall. They're nice and lined up. There's at least, like the floor wall, I mean, kind of still covered in what I can only imagine is slight volcanic ash, because there is lava in there. It's still decently clean and not really scattered with papers. What? I understand I had a concussion there. I can still admire a nicely well kept forge.
Okay, buddy. Sure. Whatever you say, accent.
Look, I'm feeling better, okay? I actually didn't do much of anything yesterday, so I actually had to rest. Be fine.
Whoa. Let's just take care of yourself, dog.
Yeah, I got my 8 hours. I didn't do anything strenuous yesterday. I didn't have anything to drink. I was fine. I'm feeling better. Headache's not as
Stay
bad.
that way.
Do you want to take the 52 extra wine glasses that I have?
Why do you have 52 wine glasses?
Well, I asked you if they could pass me like one, and they gave me a lot.
Oh my lord. You know what?
Hey, that's not on them. That's on me. So
I wasn't gonna blame Edith.
good. Don't.
Edith does no wrongs in my eyes, actually.
Okay.
You, on the other hand,
That was not my smartest of ideas. I can willingly admit that. If you want to take them from me, go for it. You can. I will gladly hand them over.
I will definitely be drinking those, but yeah,
Okay.
get me.
Okay. You know what? Whatever. Just don't pass out from them. Yeah.
Wine doesn't really get me drunk. I think it's angel things, honestly.
I'll stick to my plastic apple juice and
Your
generally plastic food that I still have.
plastic apple juice? Do you want actual
still have
apple
that?
juice?
I have a lot. I have so many apples you don't understand.
Oh,
I'm just getting through the food that I have.
okay.
Which was a lot because me and Coda kind of stole a lot from the dollhouse when we were brought there the first time. The fridge was full and we took everything.
Oh.
So, and all of that food is, at least from what I can tell, at least half of it is plastic and the other half of it is actually what would be required to make that thing.
You're just casually eating a bunch of plastic?
I'm not eating it, I'm drinking it. There's a slight difference.
Yes, because the difference is so much better.
No, yeah, it's so much better that you're drinking plastic than just
Listen,
biting down on it.
Do you see what I am? I'll be fine.
Okay, gummy bear.
Yeah, exactly, see? Wouldn't be surprised if I turn half plastic from it all.
That's not... What?
I don't think that's how plastic works.
I also don't think that's a good thing if you turn into a plastic fucking, like...
I mean, I'll be fine.
Bro. Dog.
Listen, I'm not about to let the whole, like, entire plastic cake go to waste, okay?
Whatever floats your boat, I guess.
It still tastes like apple juice. It's edible, from what we were told. It's
Oh,
just slightly plasticky.
you hearing this shit?
I heard it before.
Oh, Lord.
I got it fresh off the presses when you came back.
Oh, Lord.
There's a chance that's actually what the apple juice in my bag is. I don't exactly remember.
Oh.
I probably gave you some, at least one.
I remember the plastic cake, which is
Yep.
also just still in my food bin because I'm not sure if I
It's,
should eat it.
I'm telling you, it is edible. We were at least told that much.
Told by who? Who sources are we
Um,
trusting right now?
You know, that's a very good question. I just remember that it was in the book, and it said that it was edible food.
So we don't even know who, like, said that it's edible. We're just trusting that they're not trying to poison you, like, slowly.
I haven't died yet. I've gone through 64 of them already.
Jesus.
I'm still walking. The worst thing I've had happen is a concussion, and that was in no way related to the apple juice. Okay? So, like, the apple juice I don't think is the problem here.
Your own stupidity is what I'm hearing out of
I
this.
don't. I wasn't. Okay, there's a whole lot about how I even got to having the concussion. First off,
No, I figured, and that's also concerning.
it. Yeah, it's a lot that I would explain at a later point because it's not any way, shape, or form required as of now. I am fine. I'm recovering, and we're getting better.
Whatever you say, Axton.
I'm being honest. I'm getting better.
Mm-hmm.
I chopped down trees without my head splitting into two, so.
Why are you still working? Sorry.
Because I was feeling better.
Okay.
I could ask you the exact same question, don't even.
I don't have a choice.
You can take a 2 seconds to go outside and catch some sun and some stars. You kinda need both, I would think.
Not really.
Ain't the sun just one big star?
Not in the same way.
Oh, well, that's weird.
Listen, I don't get my own DNA.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's not like I can really ask, because apparently actual, like, full-blown starborns are extinct. Or close to extinct.
That's not concerning at all.
I got hunted down, apparently.
Oh, that's even worse. Okay, there's levels to this.
Yeah, I got a book during the simulation. Then again, this is simulation knowledge, so it might not be real. I don't know, but this is what I'm going off of. Because the star sickness shit was correct. Evidently. But according to the simulation, you know, every so often starborns did fall, like, from the sky. OMG. Holy shit, I finally got out! Sorry. Fucking finally! One of the motherfuckers assigned to me logged on, thank God! You don't understand how much I've been complaining today that the people they gave us was Snake, who's on a trip and can't really get on most of the time. Or, like, when they do, it's kind of out of character. Tech, who just doesn't log on that much in general. And fucking Flint, who's great, no issues, if dog's not busy. Like, and then also I'm like, hey, you want to give us more people? And Babe's like, we already have a lot. I'm like, no, we do not! Retrospectively, no, we do not, brother!
I think I need to start tracking you out for meal breaks, Blossom.
Maybe. Honestly, I feel like I've lost track of time. I can't even tell you how long I've been in my office sometimes.
We're getting you out of that office at least for like, 20, 30 minutes if possible.
I'd appreciate it.
God.
God.
God makes it sound like it was awful.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I feel like I'm gonna be mean, but you don't need to go anywhere right now. Just get me potions. Lots and lots of potions. Strength and regen and health preferably. Also, if you research how to stop the distortion of space, that would be nice.
Just casually.
I give up. You know what's also weird? That's apparently a Starborn thing. Being able to tell when space distorts around you. I didn't think it was until they got kidnapped. And then I was like, hey, did anyone else feel that? And then Edith and Tech were like, no, feel what? And I'm like, oh, so that's a me thing.
That's
Interesting.
I technically have gone to the end. Does that count for space?
Maybe, not really, I don't know. Maid's gone. We are not kidnapped. Dealing with time traveler. Who we found out isn't really distorting time. Just has been in this timeline for God knows how long and distorts space. Why am I saying we? I say we. I mean I found out. I need to give myself my credit.
You do.
Okay, well I don't got magic.
So
They only count
Rose
as a
and
celestial body.
Tesfu are on their honeymoon, and you will not be getting them. So just say me. Just say my name. But also, I'm fucking working. So good luck with that. How to deal with a stupid do you see Finn around? The dog see I'm sorry, did I miss Finn? Have I missed Finley? I don't think I missed Finn. I'm fine. I'm not tweaking. No, I would never.
Oh, that's denial in real time.
Yes, and this is how my life goes. You're gonna learn this if you wanna listen. If we're about to be friends, you're gonna learn this very quickly. My life goes from freaking the fuck out to denial to freaking the fuck out to denial to probably a breakdown, and then I go back to denial. 'Cause
I was
that's
really
how I
hoping.
kind of have to.
I was really hoping breakdown had not a second word to it. You know,
No.
like is that too much to ask?
When is the last time I had a break? I went camping with Tesru for their bachelor party with Tesru and Vay. That was nice.
That's pretty clean.
I think that like the first time I had a break in months.
Right. All right. Well, I have ideas now.
Good luck. I have so much work to do.
I'm not okay. So, one other thing, again, I'm not about to just shift you from your work because we kind of need that right now. I'm
I
gonna
don't
be like,
even
yo,
mean right
middle
now.
of
I
your...
also mean like casino shit. And then also I
Okay,
have to
okay,
build.
you
Oh
can
god,
like,
I have to build so much. I was supposed to be building during this entire process because I haven't built in forever. But I have so many projects. I have so many. It's fine.
and guess what? You can take like 20 minutes out of your entire lifespan to go and lay down.
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm going to drag you by the ear.
Ow! Can't you just
You'll
like
get somewhere
threaten
with
to
that.
scruff me? The fuck you mean by the ear?
You're laying down. After all this shit's done, you're getting a break for at least 20 minutes.
I'm not gonna break. Let's be for real.
You,
After
you
this
were
is
getting a
done.
break for 20 minutes.
No, after this is done, Malice is gonna fucking jump me.
You need a break, dog. Like, this is
I'm
not...
fine.
Nope.
Uh-huh.
You were literally getting sick from forcing yourself to continue to work outside of the, sun and stars and anything, and also you're just sitting in an office slamming your head against the wall hoping a radio tower fixes. So, we're gonna get you into a nice little hammock for at least 20 minutes. That's all I ask.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. Why? What? Everyone's like, oh, Blossom, don't do that. Don't do that. What? Act like I'm fucking in charge. I hate to tell you this. You're working for me right now. Just do what the fuck I say and stop adding stress to it. I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't care. I don't care. It's fine. I'm fine. They could have given me people that actually, I don't know, wouldn't act like that anytime I give them anything. They could have. They didn't. But it's fine. Everything is fine. He would have listened to Vay. If they would have argued with Vay. But it's fine. I don't care. I sound insane. I'm so sorry. I promise I'm normal.
You sound like one more crazy thought. You need a break.
I don't need a break. I'm fine. This is fine. I've done this before.
It's not healthy.
I run a whole casino. It's fine.
And when was the last time you decided, hey, maybe I should just 2 steps back from the casino for a little bit of time?
Actually really recently, because I, didn't do shit for a hot minute. After Eden's Gate, I kind of just pet sit. Fuck, I have to go pet sit Rose's pets. Cause they volunteered us all to pet sit Rose's pets, and no one's awake to do that but me. that's not even something I can delegate to someone else, because she only gave me tech and the warp to her house for that specific I'm fine. It's fine. Life is fine. I'm great. I'm so great.
Right. Yeah, while you're still sick and forcing yourself to stay down to become more sick.
What choice do I have?
Go outside for 2 seconds. Get a little bit of stars in ya.
No, what? Yeah, no, I am gonna go outside more to go check on Rose's fucking pet.
I mean, it's better than being in the office, is it not? Because then at least you're not forcing yourself to get more sick.
I'm doing more work. I'm always doing more work. I'm never gonna be free.
Well, I said you need a break because you were only working, and even on the time where you said you had a break from the casino, you went to work.
We're fine. Everything here is fine. We are A-okay. I swear. I miss my brother.
That's fair.
I miss my brother because they could say something and people would listen and it'd be fine. I'd miss my brother because at least then I would get some help in the situation. But it's fine. It is so fine.
Sure, we'll figure something out.
I normally do. We got told a few days, so this should be wrapping up any day now. Best case scenario. Best case scenario would be today, but I doubt it's gonna happen today. Or tomorrow. It's Tuesday. But soon, hopefully. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I have to do this for this much longer.
I'd say maybe until all of this can be resolved, just so we can get you out more. I can bring you out for meal breaks.
I mean,
I don't know how often you would need to check on Rose's animals, but if it's at least once a day during one of those meal breaks, you check up on them. If anything, if there's any like minor work, I could try to help with that.
I mean, if you want to, but you don't have to. Seriously, I know I'm being dramatic, but it's fine for the most part.
It's you have so much on your plate, and I am being so serious when I say this. My plate is so fucking empty. I think I could handle a little bit of help, or doing a little bit of work. even if it's helping you doing some minor work that you just don't have the time for. I can handle a little bit.
Thank you, Adeline. I appreciate it.
I don't got much with Laura currently, and don't sound like I'm gonna have a whole lot consistently, considering they don't want me back there for the time being. If you've got anything I could look at, I will.
I mean, those radio towers, I can show you to one now if you want.
Work with me. See if I can understand it.
Yeah. They should all be on the yellow shirt. Have you ever been to Radio Tower before, period?
Nope.
No,
Fun.
I read about it, but that's
go
about
to
it.
spawn. And they should all be on a yellow share stone. I prefer to go to the first one because it was the first one we found in the simulation, and also it's right by one of my builds, so Radio Tower 1. Yeah, you can take the waystone if you didn't already. So fucking Endermans. My brother built all of these a long time ago, and they should hypothetically connect to the unknown bases. However, with the unknown bases broken, I thought we're gonna get any signal out of this, so.
Right.
But trust me to turn it on and then press this button, and we're supposed to get signal. At the very least, something connecting. But, nothing.
Be up higher?
I mean, if you can climb.
Push me up.
Wait, I actually trust I got this. Go back.
Oh! Well, that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should probably reread books on the radio towers. Admittedly, I skimmed through it.
I mean, there's not really a lot to know. In terms.
But they transmit stuff, at least, and that's something that would be important to know.
Yeah, but none of those
What
books
is that?
actually say how to use them, because I wrote those books, and I really don't know how. I wish they would write a book on how to use them.
The
Or fix
instruction
them.
manual would be good.
I would love if I had an instruction manual. I don't. I know the basic shit that he taught me when I was a little kid. Otherwise, I got nothing for you.
There's nothing at the unknown base about what
No.
to do in emergency.
No, not that I found. I've been looking all fucking, like, week for them. They got nothing. No instruction guide, not, hey, list of emergency procedures. Nothing.
Could it be... So,
Walk
okay.
over.
The towers obviously have to connect. Yes, that's easy to understand. Is there some sort of... Do we think there could be some sort of interference running underground?
Maybe. The thing was, Malleus was the one that fucked with it. I don't know if it was actually Malleus, or if that was a fake version, or Malleus mind controlled. I couldn't tell you. But what I can tell you was that Malleus came up the stairs, and I didn't really notice until I did a double take. But he went up there and then he fucked with it, and there was static from I think the security cameras too, because the security cameras aren't really working. And then disappeared, and I've been trying to get it to work for fucking ages. Haven't gotten it.
Have we tried? Okay, can these towers connect to other towers?
None of them can work if the main one isn't functioning. That's why me and Bay had to get access to the unknown base at the beginning of the week, was because that one was shut off, and without that one working, nothing.
Okay, so could it be some sort of
We could,
EMP?
maybe. We could maybe rewire them to work
If
on
we
their
can-
own, but
Yeah, I think that would be the way to rewire these to make the towers function. How many are there?
9, 10, I can double check. We can go to each of them. We have access to every single tower.
Check them all just to make sure they're not jacked up.
Yeah.
Oh well.
They're all on Sharestone, so you should just go from Radio Tower 2 down. So, Radio Tower... Is that an elevator?
Yeah,
There's an
over
elevator?
here. I realized it when I accidentally fell down, but there's stuff down here.
Oh, wait,
I
yeah,
saw
that
the
was
elevator.
Bay's. Yes. I remember this vaguely. I couldn't tell you how it works, but it's a thing.
I can't say much either.
I only... Okay, anyways, Radio Tower 2. Do they all have elevators? Wait. Pause. Oh, I guess they all have elevators. I completely forgot about that. Fucked. This is how you know I'm not supposed to be working with technological shit. I don't know how it works. It's fucking create. I don't get create.
I do.
Do you want to go look at the
Glad
inner
you do.
working downstairs under the elevator?
Yeah, I can. See if anything's jacked up.
It all sounds like it's working.
Make sure there's not anything hidden in here.
Come on, let's try.
Looks good, doesn't even... We're even close to being stressed out, too. Well, the screens were at least on in this one.
Someone might have just not turned it on, or turned them off after using it, honestly.
Well, do we know what the uses of these?
It's supposed to be for the unknown to communicate with each other.
Okay. Okay, wait.
It's how we can communicate through unknown communicators specifically.
Take it no, there was no extra, like, message sent before everything went down?
They were trying to contact me, but I didn't get there in time.
So hold on. So a message was sent through utilizing the radio towers before all of it went down.
They were trying to contact the main radio tower. By they, I'm assuming Lee through Bay, honestly. But I would have no idea what they were trying to say, because I didn't get there to answer the call quick enough.
Okay, so
Double checking. Okay.
it could just be, in all honesty, since at least I'll probably check every hour just in case, but it could be some sort of EMP, to be so honest. And if that's the case, then it's just a matter of waiting for the power to reach the main tower.
Maybe.
Because that'll only buy them so much time, and if that's cutting off comms, then they have to have a reason to cut off the comm.
I think it's because they didn't want us to communicate with Bay. Because that was
Which
the
wouldn't make
main way
sense.
we were communicating with Bay, was through the radio towers. The other thing I'm worried about, and then I think Malodus just genuinely shut it, like, put in his little, because Malodus has a code that can shut off, like, all the towers so that they can't access anything. And Vay's the only one that can override that code, because Vay made the towers.
Which makes sense.
Hypothetically, maybe I could try and find that code somewhere, but I wouldn't know where to look.
Anywhere Vay's been.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be able to get the Malodus one, that makes sense. I wouldn't want you trying to force yourself into a space of Malodus, but Vay, on the other hand, would probably be your best bet, is looking into a place where Vay was.
I wonder if Vay's office at the Kingdom has anything.
Checking to see and getting the tower back up would be... Getting any of the towers back up would probably be the best course of action as of now.
Except the other thing is also, I mean, if we get the radio towers up, you guys can also communicate with me while I'm in the base. Or if something goes wrong, I can send out mass messages like we've done before of, hey, like, a service announcement type beat. That's why it's kind of unnerving that they're down. Thankfully our communicators don't run on the same, like, thing, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they try and cut off access to our communicators at some point. I don't know, we'll figure it out. I might go take a nap, but if you guys want to go check the rest of the towers, I'd appreciate it. So.
You get a nap.
Yeah. I'll check the towers. I'm pretty sure Adeline will join.
Yeah.
Go check them out, see if anything's bad. I'll keep note of anything I see. Got a book with me too.
Thank you. I'll be awake again later, probably. Just, I don't know, if you guys are awake, I'll talk to you then. If not, I don't know, if you need something, leave a book in my mailbox.
I'll leave a book with what I find in the mailbox. How's that sound?
Great. See you later.
Go rest.
I'm going.
You better.
Yeah, whatever. I've been recording for almost 3 hours.